protocols, and with the help of voice model, how to troubleshoot. The few things are there, so that is again lengthy. Plus one overview about IP address, IPv4, IPv6 differences also there. So we'll see that one IPv4, IPv6 differences, voice model, and any troubleshooting networking commands. Tomorrow we'll see. So that's why we are trying to complete these 2 parts. 3 points are there. So start, guys. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very good. Very good. To form a network. So you want to create a network, either like this or maybe like this, a simple network. Okay. So you want to form a network. And what is the purpose of creating a network? Connecting devices is to communicate. So two things, network and networking purpose. These first 3 points for network, these 2 points for a networking means communication purpose. Okay. So first of all, you have a device. You have a device. So either it can be a wide type of device or it can be a wireless type of device. It is. It can be a wide type of device or a wireless device. But you want to connect this device to a network. So what is this required is called NIC, Network Interface Card. If it is a wide type of connectivity, then wide type of NIC is required. If it is a wireless type of connectivity, wireless NIC is required. So, but whatever it is, it need an NIC, Network Interface Card. First point, point number 1. You want to connect any device to network, the device must have an NIC. Whether it can be a mobile phone, a tablet, a TV, a smart TV, or a laptop, or maybe a desktop. You want to connect to network, you need an NIC. First one. Second. So next is media. How we are connecting. If you want to connect wide type, means what type of cable you have to use it. What type of cable you have to use it. Okay. What type of cable you have to use it. So you are connecting through coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, fiber optical. Like you're connecting internet, fiber optical cable. Server to storage devices, fiber optical cables. Okay. Core networking places, server to server, server network connections, data centers, core networking. So this is like a high data transmission purpose. Fiber optical depends upon your NIC and depends upon your cable. Based on your connectivity, you choose NIC, or based on your NIC, you choose cable. Okay. So cable based connectivity and wireless type of connectivities. So in a media, means you want to connect wide device, what type of cable? If you want to connect wirelessly, what kind of frequency? Bandwidth, frequency is an important factor. So that is a second media. Third one. So wide or wireless, but you want to connect it to a network. So there is a networking devices are required. You want to connect like a simple LAN you are connecting, you need a hub. Maybe you need a switch. You want to connect from one network to another network, that type of connectivity, then maybe you need a router. You want to connect it to internet, maybe you need a modem. You want to protect your network from external attack, maybe you need a firewall. You want to configure a VPN, then we need a VPN server or maybe VPN enabled Wi-Fi router. So sorry, firewall. Okay. So different networking devices. Okay. So for either for LAN connectivity or connecting between two different networks or connecting to internet, wireless type of connectivity. So depends upon what type of network you want to create it based on that networking devices are required. So this is first 3 points of connectivity. NICs, media, and device. Next. You want to communicate. You want to communicate between the devices. You want to communicate between two devices. So, for example, you want to send a mail to someone. What you need? You should have a mail ID and you should know other person mail ID. You want to open a web page, then you should know their website name URL. You should know it, and based on that, of course, there is an IP address inside, right? You want to call to me, you should know my phone number, and you should have a phone number. So here it is. You need an IP address. Logical addressing is important. That to what logical addressing we are using is IP address, IPv4 or IPv6 address. You want to communicate, you have to know, you should know the address. So from address is required, to address is also required. So what address it is a IP address. Okay. To communicate, what is the devices are required to be configured is a IP address. Next. What type of communication you are doing it? What type of communication you are doing it? What type of communication? Mail communication, web access related communication, remote access related communication, file upload download communication, authentication based communications. Okay, what type of communication you want to do it through network? So based on that protocols you are using. I access a website using HTTP or HTTPS protocols, right? Or for example, I want to access my remote server. Okay, I use SSH protocol for connecting purpose. Okay, or RDP protocol for connecting purpose. Okay, so based on these protocols, systems understand what type of communication, based on that what type of access it is. Okay, so these are the 5 important points in the network. These are also very important to understand troubleshooting of network also. Any mismatches or connectivities also lead to the network connectivity issues, right? So we'll see one by one what it is. First, we're going to see about NIC. Okay, one by one. NIC, common name is Network Interface Card. Of course, in the olden days, we have only wide type of NICs. That's why these NICs, people calling it as a Ethernet cards also. Okay. So LAN cards, NIC cards, Ethernet cards, they put all the names are together as the same only. But still, as a basic standard device, it is NIC, Network Interface Card. Any device wants to connect in the network, the device need NIC. Whether it is wide type of connectivity or wireless type of connectivity. You will see the first part is wide type of connectivity. So guys, this is called a NICs look like a interface card is like this. What I do it? Ethernet card on motherboard like this, like this. It's a better. Okay, see it is. This is a desktop or maybe it can be a server. You see the white bars, big bars, that is called PCI slots. This is a NIC card. This NIC cards inserting on this. So then to my desktop, I can able to connect network. I can connect to the LAN. Okay. So that is a one. This is like this. Inserting NIC card. Of course, later these motherboards comes with a built-in NIC cards. So we don't need to buy a separate NIC cards. It comes inside your desktop motherboards only. So later on days, it's even in a laptops. Even you can take a laptop. So laptops also integrated NICs. So this is NIC. What we are using is Ethernet type NICs we are using. Okay, so this is directly NIC-Ethernet adapter. It's sitting on the laptop. Later, integrated into your desktop motherboard and laptop motherboards. Okay, the standard IEEE standard number of this Ethernet is 802.3. 802 standard is related to networking. Dot 3 represents Ethernet. So wide NICs. So Ethernet we are using. These Ethernet cards, also called as NIC cards, Ethernet cards, LAN cards. I say LAN card means Ethernet card. It's a NIC card means Ethernet card. It's Ethernet card means Ethernet card. These Ethernet cards, Ethernet, support up to 10 Mbps data transmission speed. Up to 10 Mbps data transmission speed. The next one is Fast Ethernet. Next version of Ethernet is Fast Ethernet, which support 100 Mbps data transmission speed. So later Gigabit Ethernet also came. It support up to 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps internet speed. These Ethernet cards having a port. See the port? This is the port. This port we call it as Ethernet port, LAN port, RJ45, socket or a port. The port what we are calling as Ethernet port, LAN port, RJ45 socket or a port. So this is about a wide type of NICs. Wide type of NIC. What we are using is Ethernet and what we are using is Gigabit Ethernet to support up to 1000 Mbps. These Ethernet cards either you will insert into your desktop or a server motherboards or integrated to your desktop and server motherboards, laptops, even certain devices like a network printers having NIC ports. This Ethernet ports are having. Okay, network printers, NAS devices, direct Ethernet ports. And even you take a certain smart TVs, little older smart TVs, are a low cost TV, smart TVs, comes with this Ethernet port in backside. You can check it. Okay, PS4, Xboxes also having these Ethernet ports on it. Wide type of connectivity purpose. Use UTP STP cables to connect these devices to LAN network. It's a LAN purpose communication. Wireless type of NICs. Wireless NICs. It means, so this is an example of wireless NIC card. Okay. So these are the Wi-Fi NIC cards like this. This also there are inserting into your desktop motherboard. Okay. For wireless connectivity purpose. You know, inside your laptop, this type of NICs, wireless Wi-Fi NICs are there, wireless NICs inside your laptop. Okay. So it's built inside your laptop. If you are any chance of looking at any old laptops, like already backdoor open laptops, you can able to find it. It's very tiny wires are connected, so don't disturb the assembly, means don't disturb it, don't try to open it and removing it from it. It's very dangerous, very light, tiny connectivity, so don't do anything. Okay, if you don't see it properly also, no problem. And you can try laptop, yeah, like this. Okay, it's on your laptop. Okay, laptop. Okay, so this is for a desktop purpose. This is you can use it for desktop. Generally, in laptop, it is built inside of your laptop only. And this is USB based wireless adapters. USB based wireless adapters also available. What is the purpose? For example, I have a desktop. Okay, the desktop earlier it is very near to my Wi-Fi router, so I use the desktop through my Wi-Fi router cable connection, LAN connection, simple, direct. Okay. Now later, what happened? Desktop is in different room, my Wi-Fi router is in different room. So there is a lot of distance. So wide wise, it is difficult because the entire wire has to be placed, right? So entire wire into room and access is look odd and the hall room mainly. So what have we done? So simply I purchased this Wi-Fi adapters and I connected it. And of course, I have my old laptop. So this old laptops are having a 2.4 gigahertz connectivity type only. But my internet is more than 50 Mbps. It's a 5 gigahertz connectivity is required. So my old laptop don't support 5 gigahertz connectivity. Then I buy a Wi-Fi adapter which is supporting 5 gigahertz. Then I use that Wi-Fi adapter to connect it. It is another advantage. Simple and easy to connect it. Yes, your mobile phones, tablets, smart TVs having a built-in onboard on motherboard, a built-in a Wi-Fi adapter is there. There definitely it is there. We can't able to see it properly directly because it's a very close circuit board, but it's the chip is on your their motherboards. Okay, these are the your wireless adapters. Next, wireless NICs. Right? Wireless NICs. The standard number is 802.11. 802.3 is wide Ethernet. 802.11 is wireless NICs. When you are buying a mobile phone or a laptop or Wi-Fi router or wireless adapters like this. So connection type it shows IEEE 802.11 A or B or A by B, D, G, N, AC, BC like that. What is this ABCD kind of stuff? Okay. What is this ABCD kind of stuff? Okay. For example, I want to buy a mobile phone. So go to Amazon. Taking time. Or a Wi-Fi router. Anything. You can take any device. Go to their description, down description, table format description is there now. So you may find something related to the Wi-Fi kind. If there is a laptop, you can see. This type of description, Wi-Fi. Connection type is showing only Wi-Fi. But sometimes it will shows even the Wi-Fi connection type also. It is not showing here, but if there is a Wi-Fi connection means there is definitely those details also. See here it is. Connection type is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Connection type is 802.11/A B G N A C. What is this ABC meaning? 11 understanding is it's a wireless set. Wireless. 11 means wireless. What is this ABC? We'll see. 802.11, it is 2.4 gigahertz connectivity. 802.11a, 5 gigahertz connectivity. So it's like a blind point, guys. Okay. There's a blind kind of communication. remembering things. Look at here. This is my Wi-Fi router. In generally, I took a 30 Mbps internet speed. Okay. So this Wi-Fi router, what they install is N300 model. Sometimes N150 model only. And the frequency, that's 2.4 gigahertz support. And your device or your laptop or mobile phone must be support 2.4 only. Your Wi-Fi adapter also 2.4. Then only connectivity. I said 30 Mbps. This 2.4 is generally less than 50 Mbps. 2.4 means 2.4 means less than or up to. You can say up to 50 Mbps internet speed means 2.4 is enough. And your devices 2.4 matches, then only connection establishment is there. So blindly remember this thing. Next. For example, my internet is 100 Mbps. My internet is 100 Mbps. Then it comes AC models. AC 750 or 1200 or 1300, anything. Because these are support 5 gigahertz connectivity. If you are using a 5 gigahertz, why we need a 5 gigahertz means more than 50 Mbps, you must go with the 5 gigahertz. Again, your device 5 gigahertz support, then if this is 5 gigahertz support is available, then we can connect it. If this is 5 gigahertz, then only we can connect it. You know, Jio offers 2 internet speeds. If you take a Jio 100 or 150 Mbps connection is there. Okay, even 30 Mbps connection also there. Okay, if I take 100 Mbps or 150 Mbps, 5 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz, both are enabled. So I need 100 Mbps connectivity, then connected to 5 gigahertz, then only I will get a 100 Mbps connection, 100 Mbps data speed. If my old laptop having only 2.4, so I can able to connect it with a 2.4. If I connect it to 2.4, so my speed is 30 Mbps. If I connect it to 5 gigahertz, then it is 100 Mbps internet I got it. Okay, depends upon subscriptions. Then what I have done, in my old laptop, I inserted this Wi-Fi adapter, which is N model. N model support both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So I am using this 5 gigahertz to connect it. Now I'm also getting 100 Mbps. Okay. So blind remember is more than 50 Mbps any internet speed you are taking means compulsory 5 gigahertz supporting Wi-Fi router is required, and the device is also supporting 5 gigahertz connectivity. Less than 50 Mbps connecting 2.4 is enough. Okay. You see the list. The big list, instead of big list, I given straight point. N represents 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. You take this adapter with a N model. N model means it support both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. You take a only G, that's 2.4 only, up to 54 Mbps time. You take AC, then it support 5 gigahertz only, not supporting 2.4. Okay, so that's why N is more better compared to other things. And you can go to this Wi-Fi adapters. Can also we'll see the Wi-Fi router also. So we'll see what is that indications. See, this is a 99 rupees phonics Foxin. It's mostly it is. So Wi-Fi adapter on it is written 150 Mbps. It meaning is this is 2.4 gigahertz support on it. You have to go to description. Yeah, N model. It is showing N model means support both. Both support is available. Go to TP link. N150 model it is. It's a single frequency type. Okay. So 150. You can see it support 2.4 band. Where is the 5 gigahertz? No 5 gigahertz support. Only 2.4. 2.4 matching. It's support. Range is also different, guys. 2.4 covers higher range as compared to 5 gigahertz. This is Bluetooth adapter. This is again 300 model. You need a 799 or like that kind of AC model. Like this. AC 600. You can see AC 600. So support 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Okay. So it was support is there. 2.4 and 5 gigahertz support is also there. Then we take a Wi-Fi router. Okay. So here also see this 1200 AC 1200 means it support 5 gigahertz 2.4. It means if you have an internet speed more than 50 Mbps, this will be better like AC, AC models because it support both dual channel. This is only support 2.4. Okay, less than 50 Mbps data transfer. Even wireless support 2.n support means the client side support side, but it's a 2.4. Okay. So media also covered in a wireless. So when you see the specifications, so what kind of frequency to use? Okay, so wide and wireless NICs. Guys, understand wide type and wireless type of NICs? No one is speaking. So on the NICs, every NIC, it's a wide or wireless. Every NIC has a MAC address. This MAC address is a physical or a hardware address. MAC address is also called as physical address or a hardware address. This physical or a hardware address is, um, it's a fixed address. We can't change it. It's given by the manufacturer of that NIC. I'll go to detail of this MAC address, IP address, how to check MAC address, IP address differences again, but I'm moving to the networking cables because it is already 10 to 1. Just I need a 15-20 minutes, minimum 20 minutes is required to complete this networking cable. So tomorrow we'll see the devices, IP and MAC address differences, and then how to check IP address, MAC address, and IPv4, IPv6 differences, voice model kind of stuff. Okay. So understand, guys, NIC, network interface card, wired and wireless, how they are look like, what is the standards. Okay. Next. I'm just going to the networking cables. There's a three main cables are there, guys. One is coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, fiber optical cable. And in generally, in our regular LAN communication, we are using twisted pair cables, UTP or STP cables only. Coaxial cables we are not using. Okay, right now we are not using this coaxial cable for network communication. And optical fiber cables, fiber optical cables or optical fiber cables, we are only used for internet purpose, long distance communications, and data centers like server connectivities, core routers connectivities. Okay, where heavy data transmission there, they use fiber optical cables, not for regular LAN communication. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Coaxial cables. Guys, this is how the coaxial cables are look like. There is a center cable, center wire is there. There is a copper wire in center, which actually carries the main signal. This center wire actually carries the main signal. Okay. And this center wires, that copper wire, so surrounded by a plastic covering, and on the top of it there is a copper mesh. On top of the copper mesh again plastic cover is there, so this makes a cable. The purpose of this copper mesh is to protect your signal from electromagnetic interference to avoid cross talking. It means it's an actual single wire that's transmitting your data some electromagnetic through electromagnetic interferences, so different signals. Okay, interferences, it will mix with your actual signal, so then your actual signal will be corrupted. So then it's not like you the original connectivity is not done. So this is the point. Okay. Of course, people use this cable for network communication, like a bus topology kind of stuff, ring topologies, bus topology kind of stuff, and also cable TV, cable transmissions. Mainly, these are all like a simplex or off duplex type of communications on them. Okay, and these cables support up to 800 meters of distance communication. Means one end to another end, so up to 800 meters support is there. Then it comes to the twisted pair cables. In twisted pair cables, so two types. One is UTP and STP. Unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable, UTP and STP. So as I said, guys, in our regular communication, regular LAN communications, we use twisted pair cables. That too, UTP we are using. That too, mainly first is UTP. Okay. So what is this UTP STP? So these are 8 wires. Pair of wires means 4 pair of wires. The pair of wires are twist each other. Pair of wires are twist each other. So totally 8 wires, 4 pairs. So pair of wires are twist each other. Okay, as a single cable. This UTP STP cable support up to 100 meters distance from one end to another end. Okay, so in STP there is a shielding like a copper mesh is on these wires to protect from electromagnetic interference. Mainly where you use lengthy cables, where you are putting lengthy cables. Okay, unprotected locations like false floors, false ceilings. When you are running a cables, okay, so there is a lot of pressure on the cables, length cables, and for extra protection, electromagnetic protection. So we use STP cables. Simple short distance cable connectivity, UTPs are enough. So 2 meters, 3 meters, Okay, UTPs are enough. Unshielded, twisted. Unshielded means there is no additional shielding, is there, no copper extra mesh is not there. Okay, so pair of wires are twist each other. Why this number of twist? The number of twist increases, attenuation is a decreases, means data transmission speed increases. That's the point. Yeah, yeah. See, this is we are already seeing this thing, that is our socket, RJ45 socket, LAN port or Ethernet port. So where we are getting connected to the devices. And for the cable, we are having this RJ45 connectors or plugs. Both end of the cable having this type of connectors. One end of the cable is connected to your desktop, laptop, RJ45 connector. Another end is go to the hub switches or wall mount connectivity. Okay. So already said it is contains 8 wires. Each wire is color coded. Like this: orange, white, orange, green, white, green, blue, white, blue, brown, white, brown. Totally 8 wires, 4 pairs. And these cables also categorize different. Cat1 cable is there, so that's a Cat1 cable, actually 2 pair cable on. It's not 4 pair cable. It's a Cat1 cable. Generally, these Cat1 cables used for telephone communication. So the connectivity is there, use RJ11 connector. From Cat2, it is network, our RJ45 connectors, 4 pair cables. From Cat2 onwards, it's a 4 pair cables, RJ45 connector, LAN communication purpose only. These cables also called as LAN cables, patch cables, okay, UTP cables, Cat cables also. So different names, okay. Cat2, Cat3, Cat4, Cat5e, Cat6. Currently, we are using Cat6. Of course, Cat6e, Cat7 model also came in the fiber optical cables wise. Sorry, UTP cables. So there is a Cat7 cables also came, okay, with a higher speed. But generally in our organizations, in a home and offices, we are using Cat6 cable because it support up to 1 Mbps data transmission speed. Okay. So that is different categories, different speed support. So different tools also we are using. This is called a crimping tool. Normally cables comes with like this. So one end of the cables having is like a different wires are there. These wires are inserted into this connector, RJ45 connector, and using this crimping tool, they're little hard pressing on this connector. So then it will be fixed and become cable like this. Okay. And this is a testing. Within this, either this connectors connectivity or within the cable internal damages possible. So what we are using is this cable testers. One end of the cable is connected to one part here, another end of the cable is connected to another part. I turn on this device. It shows this LED indications. Based on that LED indications, we can understand this cable is working or not working. Okay. Generally, we use straight cables for network communications. So if it is a straight cable, then if one side of the LED, like a 1 is blinking, another side 1 is blinks, like 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 7 7 8 8. So this is sequence wise blinks. So then the cable is good. Okay. Of course, in this cable also we are having a straight cable, cross cable, rollover cables also. Straight cables use it to connect different devices. Like you want to connect your PC to a hub or a switch. Okay. So that is a different devices. So when you are connecting different devices or you are connecting A switch to router, we use straight cables. Straight cable means both end of the wires, the plug connectivity follows same color code. Means what are the first pin color code you are use in a one side, in a other side to the first pin, same color we should apply. You see here it is. So this is a one side of the cable. This is another side of the cable. This plug pin connector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first pin is white green. Other side is white green. Second pin is green, green. White orange, white orange. Okay. Blue, blue. White, orange. White, brown. Brown. So this is a straight cable. That's a straight cable 1 1. Testing also 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 7 7 8 8. Another type of cable is crossover cable. This crossover cable when you are connecting similar devices. Like two PCs you want to connect it, use crossover. Switch to switch, hop to hop, router to router, PC to router, PC router in a communication purpose. Okay, communication purpose. So that time it is use cross cable. Okay, these cross cables, so different pin color code configurations. So it follows this 1326 rule. Means one side, what is the pin color? It is another side, third pin. Okay, second pin to sixth pin. So one side second pin, other side sixth pin. Okay, so A and B, two ends, A and B end. A end first pin is what color you are use. So B side third pin same color. So A side second color, B side sixth color. A side third color, B side first pin. Third pin first pin. Like 1 go to 3, 2 go to 6. Same from B to A. 1 go to 3, 2 go to 6. That's it. Remaining are same. 4 4 5 5 7 7 8 8. Same to same. No difference. Okay. It's called a crossover cable. So more points are there. So we don't want that much. Last one is rollover cable. It's completely different. 1 to 8. This side, that side, it is completely different. One pin. First pin color go to 8, second pin go to 7, third pin is go to like this. So completely rollover type of things. These rollover cables not for communication, only for configuration of your Cisco routers and switches to connect your router and switches their console connectivity and their connectivity and configuration purpose. That much not required. Once again, guys, twisted pair cables, what we are using, twisted pair cables, that is UTP cables. Unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable, it support up to 100 meters distance communication. Okay, pair of wires are twist each other. So generally, twisted pair cables means 8 wires are there, 4 pair cable. It is a 4 pair cable. Each wire is color coded, 4 pair, four pair wise, like orange, white, orange, green, white, green, blue, white, blue, brown, white, brown. So like that, it is color coded. RJ45 socket, where we are connecting RJ45 connector. So this is a plugs we are using this RJ45 connector. These cables also called as LAN cables, patch cables, CAT cables. These cables also comes with a different categories. So what we are using is Cat6 cables. The last one is fiber optical cables. Then that's the last for today. Okay. So tomorrow we'll still see about a networking devices. Fiber optical cables. These cables are actually made up of glass. glass. Okay, glass is not a metal. Glass is not a metal. So there is no electromagnetic interferences. In coaxial cable and twisted pair cables, we use electrical signal for communication. It's a copper cables. Here it is a glass, so then we use light wave as a signal. Light wave as a signal. So coaxial cables, UTP, STP cables use electrical signal. Fiber optical cables use light wave signals. And purpose of these fiber optical cables are very long distance communications, very high speed data transmission. The center of the wire, it is called core. The core is covered with a cladding and there is a plastic cover on it. Okay, outer jacket and all. Some places, like depends upon the locations. Like in our home, yellow wire is there now, that is generally single one. Okay, so generally single core cables we are using. Okay, some places they use multi-core cables, multi-cladding cables also available. Okay, here in a fiber optical cables also different models are there. Okay, so cables, modules, these are called a SPF modules. Okay, different connectors. Okay, dual connectors, single connectors, different cables. This is single mode connectors. Where is that cable? I want a cable, not this thing. Like this thing. This is the fiber optical single core. GP on. GP on means fiber optical based connectors. Okay. Single mode, multi mode fiber. Single mode fiber, multi mode fibers. Okay. Yeah. Again, these fiber optical cables not for regular LAN communication. We use it for servers, data centers, storages, core routers, where we need high speed data transmission purpose. Use it. It is cheaper as well as a cost. Cheaper means material wise it is cheaper, but the cable connectors, the plug-in, for example, you know, when I was sometimes I went to the market, not recently, but earlier days. So when I'm trying to buy this our cat cables, so like cat 4 cable, cat 5 cables, I want to buy. That time cat 6 is not it came to practice the cable, like this part. So I want to buy a cable, these plugs and crimping tools. So as like how much this cable, 1 meter cable, 2 meters cable, because they are having a bundles. So I want to buy it. Someone, want to give me a suggestion. So this given a suggestion. I don't know whether the guy really knows or not. Don't know. So the guy is telling like this. It is. mm, better to use. Why you are going with the costly copper cables? Go with the fiber optical cables, which is cheap and best. Yes, of course, I agree. But if I want to connect from my Wi-Fi router to my laptop, so my laptop should have that fiber optical connector, right? I have a LAN connector is there. Normal LAN connector, UTP cable, I can use it. I use ATP cable to connect it. But I don't have fiber optical connection to my laptop or my desktop. You want to connect it? You need an adapter like this. This adapter is called a HBA adapter. Okay, this is the HBA adapter. We insert this adapter into a fiber optical, servers. Okay. Okay. So these adapters inserted into your servers. And you see this point. So earlier we are seeing these cables, right? Single mode, fiber mode, like this. There is a two wires will go inside and connected. Okay, like this. It's a two channel wires are there, right? So these wires, it will go inside. Okay, like this. Wide wise it is not showing, but it's like a wire connectivity. Okay, so one is like a sending, another is for receiving purpose. Okay, so SPF modules are there. Sorry, SFP modules. Okay, different connectors. This again, this is very costly. HB adapter is very costly compared to LAN adapter. And that too, our laptops and desktop built in LAN adapters, normal RJ45 sockets we are having. We don't have this fiber optical connection. First. Second is, we need this kind of switches to connect through LAN. Again, switch is costly, wire and all. And there is a wire testing is also very costly equipment. And we need a specially trained professional is required to handle these cables. Not everyone understand. Not easy, not simple meters. Again, separate meters. Very carefully you are handling because very tiny cables it is. Okay. So this is a fiber optical. Okay. And we are getting internet through fiber optical cables. We are getting internet, not from your ISP to your home, but entire globally. We are getting connected. Okay. We are getting connected globally through this under ocean fiber optical cables. Under ocean fiber optical cables. Okay. Globally, we are connecting through under ocean fiber optical cables. Okay. How we are mapped between the countries. Okay. We can able to get it from this link called submarine cable maps. Okay. I'm trying to focus on India only. So this is the entire global map. So where is India? Here it is. Okay. See the mapping points connecting to other countries. Even through gulfs, canals, entire global it is, we are connecting. Okay. So the line and status we are able to see from that one. Okay. We are not getting internet through satellites. We are getting internet entire connectivity through this fiber optical cables. Yeah. And someone put a question. What is that? It is like a colors connection of the television and DVD players. We can't say like that because of that is for one cable for audio, one cable for video. This is also little similar. Okay, cable or indication, these points are indication like this. For example, it's not about a color. A color can be anything, but some people put a standard of these colors to follow, make it more easy standards. Like a 548A, 548B standards are there. It's about a mainly pin points. The first and second pin belongs to the transmission plus and transmission minus. Third and fourth pin, third and sixth pin belongs to receive plus and receive minus. If you see the straight cable, Straight cables are connected to the different devices, like switch to PC or if you switch to router. Okay. So it is transmission plus in one side, other side also transmission plus only. It's in a picture it is different, but actually it is transmission plus to transmission plus only. Okay. So, but in a crossover, it is transmission plus is go to the receive plus. So data transmission supported by 4 wires. 1, 2, 3, 6. These 6 wires support data transmission for transmitting and receiving purpose. Okay, data like a fiber of sorry. This is UTP cables are what we can say simplex, off duplex, full duplex communication. Okay, 5 UTP cable support full duplex communication. That's why 4 wires, 2 wires for a transmission, two pins for a receiving, 2 pins for transmission, 2 pins for a receiving, 1, 2 for a transmitting, 3, 4 for a, 3, 6 for a receiving purpose. Full duplex mode communication, separate. What about remaining 4 wires? So, power connectivity, PoE, power over Ethernet. So, for example, I have a Wi-Fi hotspot. Hotspot connectivity is there. Or maybe I have a CC cam. Okay, CC cam, webcam, CC camera. CC camera. So I am using to connect a cable, network cable. But CC camera need a power supply. Extra power supply I have to provide. That's again difficult. Through my cable, through my this cable, only I can transmit data as well as a power. Data transmission 1, 2, 3, 6 wires. So remaining 6 and 7 or 4 and 5 wires I use it to transmit power. That's called a PoE, power over Ethernet. So when you are connecting normal switched computers, servers, these 4 wires, data transmission wires are enough. But when you are connecting to device kind of stuff, like including power also you want to transmit through these cables, then remaining wires are useful. Okay. So we can't compare, but still it's a wires, different purpose. So tomorrow we're going to discuss from networking devices. At least read once, guys, either today or tomorrow, anytime. Just take a half an hour time, go through once. So you will easily understand. Remember, still you are having any doubts, even you'll get it doubts if you read. If you're listening at that time, maybe not getting the doubts, but when you're reading, you'll definitely get the doubts. We'll discuss the doubts also. Okay. That's it. Have a lunch. If you have a session with Ravan sir will put a message to you. Otherwise, prepare for your test and everything. Okay. I think you will take the session. Thank you, guys. So we'll see remaining part tomorrow. So 2 days.